Peter is an experienced S&C coach who has been working with a variety of athletes ranging from Olympians and world champions to regional or national athletes for over 10 years, including multiple sports. He has successfully finished an MSc in Strength and Conditioning and is an accredited member of the UK Strength and Conditioning Association. Peter has a busy day of coaching ahead in the Performance Centre. Today he will coach a variety of athletes from different sports in areas such as weightlifting, conditioning, physiological testing and rehabilitation. Peter is passionate about developing his coaching skills beyond the technical aspect, which is an area neglected by the formal education he has done so far, and has decided to reflect on every session in order to analyse his coaching practice. The first session starts early at 7 o'clock. Peter will be working with two elite sailing athletes, Nick and Nicole, aged 25 and 26. Together, they sail the double-handed dual-hull Nacra, which requires the sailors to be extremely fit and robust. Nick, Nicole, and Peter entered the gym together, with Peter aiming to find out how they have been coping with current workload.
So guys, how are you this morning?
Yeah, not too bad. Just tired. Really tired.
Yeah, shattered. It's too early for me.
I heard you had a long day in the water yesterday.
Yeah, and after a gym session as well.
Well, I know the training block you're on is obviously going to exhaust you, but you've just got to really push through it because you're going to see a really good result and massive gains in your power and strength.
Yeah, and I'm going to trust you on that, Pete.
Oh, well, I'll try and let you down. Let's go get some training done.
After the warm-up, Peter guided them through the setup of their programme and observed them starting their conditioning programme. Both Nick and Nicole were quite experienced with the exercises, so Peter decided to observe from a distance, only interfering if coaching was required. This gave Nick and Nicole the chance to chat and bond as a team.
I have to tell you, Nicky, I'm doing today's session out of respect for Pete. I wasn't really motivated this morning, but I trust Pete, and I know he knows what he's talking about.
I agree. I like the fact that he asks us how we are and explains why we need to do the programme. It shows that he really cares. I met him at the gym the other day. He asked me how university was going. He said if there was any time that training impacted on my education, he'd make sure that the education came first. I really liked that. It showed he was really concerned with our lives and not just about competing. It made me really trust him. He had all my best interests at heart. You have to respect someone like that. It's like he's your friend.
Totally. Do you remember the previous S&C coach? It was kind of crazy. The squad was just too big, and his programme was too impersonal in general. I feel like the S&C coach didn't know me personally. I felt like I never really had enough respect for the S&C coach, just because I didn't know him well enough, because the squad was just such a big one. I never really thought that I'd take on the programme, just because it wasn't tailored to myself and it was quite general. However, I feel like if he'd concentrated on me, it would have been more important to me.
Honestly, I felt like he didn't care. I felt like I was on a factory conveyor belt, and equally I didn't want to push myself for him or care what he thought. I lost trust in him quite quickly.
His detached, driven attitude, it just didn't inspire trust. It's a shame, really. I felt like he threw things in just to fill time, and he always sent out the programme at the last minute. I want my programme well in advance.
I agree. I feel more motivated when I'm mentally prepared for the session.
Peter came over to check on both of them, and he spotted that the intensity of their workout was dipping a little bit.
Hey guys, well done to both of you for today. Just make sure you really maintain that intensity on the last few sets. I know it's not easy, but you guys did a really good job, okay? Just give me a shout if you need anything, okay?
Thanks, Pete.
Cheers.
Come on. I don't want to shatter his high expectations of us. We can do this. He's put in the effort for us, and I trust in him and his programme. We should do this.
Exactly. He wouldn't push us if he couldn't do it. That's motivating enough, isn't it?
Fair point. Totally. Ready?
Peter reflected after the session, and here are his thoughts and perceptions of his coaching practice.
Well, what was surprising is that trust and respect are so fundamental. I did not expect that. The influences it has on athletes are just amazing. And if they lose trust in you, then nothing really matters. They both still put in 100% and they just look motivated because they trusted me and my programme. If I could change overnight, I would just love to know how I was as a coach and how I could build trust consistently and, with different athletes. My old mentor used to be able to do that. I would just like to be more like him. And, you know, he used to have the ability to be himself and be honest, trustworthy, and authentic. I do not think I would have learned anything from him if he would have been any different to me. It really impacted my ability to learn and absorb the teaching he gave me.